Well, hello. Today we're doing, hi, it's Karynjean. Welcome to the studio. This is the second video. We're going to do two videos today for Saturday Play. This is Saturday Play. And the video, I just did an installment on the Purple Ledger Journal. And now we're going to be working in my pizza box journal. Because it's just, I cut things out and I save things and I like things, and then what am I going to do with things? So we're just going to mess around. This is, as you can see, little Domino's pizza box, probably because I had brownies, or maybe, I don't know. But this card, it came with one of my scrapbook.com orders. It's graphic 45. I don't know how long ago, but I save stuff like this because I like it. So what I'm going to do is I don't know, stick it somewhere in here. This is, again, the Pizza Box Journal. We have just that little pocket there. I just threw it there because I just threw it. I just put it there. What do I know? Little flips here. Some of this, maybe a lot of this, I did with scraps simply because you should see the scrap bucket. We have got to do the scrap bucket. I think that's what we're going to start doing is Scrappy Saturday and just start working through that scrap bucket. Look at that. I like that. So I have, and this is from I do have another journal that I actually write in, which I don't do often, but I have been, had been, I should say. So it has a lot of stuff in it, like this kind of stuff. But that's my own, that's a different kind of journal. Spend your life doing strange things with weird people. Yes, home, definitely. That's me. The maps are of areas that I have lived in, with the exception of Cape Cod, because that's where my brother lives, and it's my happy place. So there's that. Okay, what I want to do here is I want to, 5 cents. What year is this? 1954 school segregation ban. I don't want to cover this up. This is history that we forget all too frequently. So, scrappity dappity. What do I want to do with this guy? What do I want to do with this guy? What we can do is, this is what we're going to do. I need to find paint. I could use, no, I want to paint. And we could put book page. And we're going to paint on book page. And we're going to put that here. And then we're going to put this on top of it. That's what we're going to do. Okay, let me pull out some book page. Well, I have book page right here. I don't think it really matters. I was going to reach up there because I have all that book page. Here we go. Here is book page. See? We got, and will it fit there? We're going to have to tear it down. Okay, here we go. Let's just have some fun. So I'm going to tear this, because it's not going to fit. I'm just going to tear all this down. It's tearing kind of nice and straight. Thank you. I appreciate that book page. Whoops, that one certainly didn't, but that's okay. The sides tear nice and straight. Let's see. Do we need to do something else with that? And there. Now I need to find, what color are we going to paint? We need to do something on the background here too. Thinking. Simon Hurley lunar paste is what I'm thinking. Thinking. What do I forget what this is called? Slippery when wet. There we go. And all right, we're just, I could take this page out. Let's take it out and work on it. This is what we're doing, folks. We're having fun. We're having fun. We're experimenting. Let me put this back. I should probably mark this somehow. Let's stick a something or other here so I know that this is where we got it from. Although, you know, I should remember. There. I should remember that, but that doesn't mean I'm going to remember. But also, we could also just do this with it because that's what that's all about. Anyway. All right, so here is this. Slippery when wet. I'm thinking of watering it down. So in order to water it down, I am going to get out a very large acrylic block simply because I feel like going big today. I'm slippery when wet. Where's my palette knife? Palette knife. This is a very large palette knife. Where's my smaller palette knife? There it is. Thank you very much. Oh, see, now a little's going to go a long way, and I just took out a whole mess. Let's put that back and see what we can do with that. Cover that up and pull this down a little bit. There. And, just going to add some water straight onto it. My spray bottle. This is why I need it big, because I know myself and I know I'm going to make a mess. And because this is, I didn't mix the lunar paste before I pulled it out. I just reached in there, and as you can see, it's kind of glompy. There's glomps to it, so I'm trying to smooth it out, right? This is what palette knives are for, to scrape and smooth and make texture and stuff like that. And there we go. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Just want to throw some gold around the edge, but I don't want a thick, heavy gold. So, I'm actually going to squirt a little bit of water on that. And there's that. Now, it is a bit wet, so we're going to let that dry. Hold on a second. Got a hole. Okay, move that aside. I really need a sink up here. Okay. So now we have this, and I'm just going to make sure that, because I shifted that stuff, to make sure everything is in frame. All right, let me bring this down a little bit. Oh, sorry. There. No, it's still out of frame. There. Because that's my markers, as to what is in frame and what is not in frame. We could just use that as well. Okay. So now I said I wanted to do that and something like that, but I want to paint this, and I'm going to have to, although we could do the same thing with the lunar paste on it. Why not? Way I don't have to get up and go get my paints. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're just going to move that aside as that is drying. That's slippery when wet. What is this? This is clear skies. Clear skies. Nothing but clear skies. Okay. Let's try this again. Just want to clean off the palette knife. Do not want to contaminate clear skies with slippery when wet. Now, should be enough. It's a much smaller area. Let's see. I don't know. And I am watering it down a little bit. I'm not sure I need to do that so much either. Can you guys see over here? You can see over here. Let me pull it in a little closer. Right? Just trying to thin it out. And maybe I could do it this way instead of scraping it on there. There we go. Just trying to thin it out a little bit. Now you could do the same thing with paint, right? Acrylic paints. And the heavier you put this, right? See, right now it's transparent. But let's just go for it. The heavier you put the paint or whatever it is you're using, like if I was using acrylic paint, that would be more opaque. That would be more opaque. Okay, let's try this. Okay, and there. Now I am just going to move this aside just a little bit because it's in my way. Okay, so here we go. Here's this glaring white page again. Oh, it's a little wet. Put that there. Put that there. That is wet, but we're just designing this. Now, do we want to edge this with something? I think I want to edge that with something, the paper edge. Maybe, let's see what kind of colors we have. Candied apple, no, that's kind of bright. We could do fired brick, which might be more that color. I don't have anything left down here. Let's see. But we should be familiar with fired brick because we've used it frequently, especially in the recent journals we flipped through. Let me go down to Simon Hurley. I think his stuff is too bright. Bee Sting is, I think, too bright. Let's get fired brick and let's see. It's that orangey color. So, there. Now let me see. There. Zoom you in a little bit. Fired brick. Yeah. Fired brick. As this paper is still wet, that is okie dokie artichoke. Now, and just in case you want to, it did not bleed through, so you can do something like this on book page. I would think, I don't know if you use like an acrylic paint or something, depending upon, it depends on the paint you use, and you just have to play around. We all have, well, I'm not going to say we all have book page, but I have a lot of book page, and it's not something that I use frequently, so let me play around with it and figure out how else I can use it. How else I can use it, right? Put things to use, as opposed to just using it over here as like a scrap thing or something. Okay, see, now that has pulled all those colors together. Pulled this together with the gold and the blue. Well-groomed. We can put something else here. If we want to, we can put if we want, like the cup of tea. To me, this looks kind of British, right? Top hat and tails. Is that an English bulldog? The monocle, right? I don't know. My English afternoon tea. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, my finger just went into something. I'm going to slather this up with, I know, glue stick. Heaven help us. And making sure that, I don't know, you might not be able to see it, but I can see where it gets a little shiny to make sure. Although I can't see it a whole lot. Just trying to make sure that I get it well glued. Now, the thing is, I do have the Elmer's purple, the purple glue, the washable school glue, which I like because I can see it. But it is, and probably because it's washable, you know, water-based or something, the papers get more wet and they curl. All right, so there's that. Glue on my fingers. Okay. Let me just check to make sure. And then we're going to put this one here, and we're going to put this here. So we're going to put, oh, see if I can get that off. Oops. I'm going to put this guy down first. I'm going to use my precision tip here because of the narrowness of this right there. Okay. And there we go. And if you watch the video I just did use on the purple, the ledger journal, I was talking about these things and cutting them out and whatnot. So, well, cutting this out anyway. Fussy cutting this. This, I think this is wet. Do not want to add water to that. And this is, see, it's curling a little bit. This is also, you know, cardstock from Joann's. And it's heavier than 65 pound, I think, though. If I'm not mistaken, it might be 80 pound, I don't know. There. And now this one can get covered back up. We're having fun. I haven't been looking in these things, you know. And for me, this is the way I like to, you know, do it this way, so to speak. Where did I pull this from? I pulled it from over there. Just, you know, now and again, go in, play, decorate. Something strikes me as I save things, like little things like this that I like. It's like, okay, well, what are we going to do with that? I could use 4 inches by 6 inches. Do we dare? Do I glue it or do I get out the scrapbook.com double-sided adhesive? I get out the scrapbook.com double-sided adhesive. Oh, I have absolute faith in this stuff because you have seen how that is dead to right about here. Okay. You see how strong it is. So I know that I'm not going to have any issues with it. And we will there. Excuse me. We will there. That is what we will do. Wrong drawer. Get those scissors back out. This way. I'm right-sided, so I need to see where the scissors are. Otherwise, I would cut right into that card, which I might have done anyway. here. Now, we can also do something to the edge of this card if we wanted to. I don't know, ink the edges or cut the edges or do something. We could do it in black. To separate that. Okay. I'm okay with whatever. So here is black. Let me get up here to, whoops. I know I have it. Let me find it. Give me a mo. Nope. I know I have black soot, a black soot one here somewhere. No, those don't have anything on them. Here it is. Black soot. I actually have black soot. Wait a second. Black soot versus Versamark. Okay, let's try this. I don't even know. I don't remember where I got this from or how I got it. There it goes. And if even, there we go. Oops. Just to get, yeah. It'll be subtle, but it'll make a huge difference. And I'm going to show you in a second because I'm just doing two sides of the card so that you can see the difference. You can see probably more on this edge. Hopefully you can see it. I can see it. So there, when we place this down here, the black edge, you can see there's something different versus without it, right? I hope you're seeing that difference. It gives it just enough separation, and you might not even realize what it is. It's like when, because the eye I always tell you, the eye knows. It's like, if you're working with somebody and they come to work one day and you're like, there's something different about you. You look, there's something different. They got a different hairstyle or something. You can't put your finger on it, but you know that there's something different. Your eye knows that there's something different. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. I'm not quite sure how much ink is on this pad. Not a whole lot. It's a little bit dry. And this is Distress. It's not Distress Oxide. So we'll put the VersaFine back. I think the black soot is a little bit more subtle, a little bit more charcoaly than like if I had used the VersaFine. That would have been black. So, okay. And we will... Where'd it go? There it is. I'm just burnishing that down. And also, it's kind of like a rub-on transfer. It will help the paper release a little bit. Missed a little spot here. Just get rid of some of that white. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Like so. Okay. And the release paper. Like, well, there it is now. Oh, and I'm just gently gonna that was the corner I was holding when I was putting it down. Okay. There we go. We can even do a little black soot around the edge. Ay, ay, ay. Like so. Doing the, I frequently forget to do this. I frequently forget to ink around the edges, but it makes a huge, huge difference. It just frames things out and makes things pop a little more and stand out a little more. So, There. Big difference. Little things make a big difference. And I also think that, as I'm reaching over here to get the book, we think in order, even in our own lives, we think that in order to have a really big impact on somebody, that we need to do big things. And that's not the case. It is the things that you might think are insignificant, right, that really stay with people. And when somebody says, you know, when they thank you for something, you're like, well, I didn't do anything, right? So don't underestimate the value of kindness, I guess is what I'm saying. It's like ripples in a pond. Okay, well, I really need to get, this is out of my way. I have to take that downstairs to get washed there. So there's that. Opposite the school segregation ban. And let me take a look and see how you guys are doing with the, yeah, you're still good. Okay, so I like that. It is curling a little bit, but again, that's because I wet the, you know, there. Some of my favorite things. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over here. It's just extra paper. This is, oh, here we go. See, I was cleaning off the refrigerator. Here we go. Here we go. And I was like, no, I want to put those in my journal. But that's not what I was, yes, but that's not what I was reaching over here for. I was reaching over here for this blue box of, Lord only knows what's in here is what I was reaching over for. See little scraps left of the wallpaper. Let's check that out. Maybe we'll throw that in here. Some very nice, some papers here. It's this. Okay, I don't know. I like it. That. Okay. This we can, oh, it's a map with the, I don't know if we can put it in here. But this is, you know, this is where I throw things, like little things. It's like, oh, yes, let's, I don't know, let's have fun. Let's keep some of these things. This is what I was thinking of. Like, see, that's an earring. But I cut the, obviously I used it somewhere. You cut the back off and then you put that on the spine. Do we have a journal that we can put that on? I don't know. We got to think about it. Here is another thing, just like art deck thing. Okay. Is there any little bit or bob in here that, if I find be like a boss, Do I have an eyeball in here? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I don't think... Happy birthday. I was cutting up a card and sending it to somebody. Oh, here. Eyeballs. Okay. This is the stuff. I'm feeling that something's falling on me. Or falling out of this box. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Oh, see that little bit. Okay. So, I'm going to put all this stuff back in here. This, because I took it out of a drawer and did not put it away. Okay, so what we have here is, whoops, this I was just experimenting with. I'm going to put it over here. It needs to go over in my little ephemera thing. My eyeballs, my little scrap of that. This my grandson drew. I didn't date it. It's been on my refrigerator forever. My grandson drew that and colored that in. Back when he was younger, he wanted to be an artist. So here he is. Isn't he sweet? This is 9 months old. He was born January 20th, 2019. Around 6 o'clock in the morning. It was the day of President Obama's inauguration. When he won election, not re-election, when he won election. That's when my grandson was born. Inauguration day for President Obama. And then here he is in first grade. So, okay. So, and then there's this, which we can use or not use. Don't know. All right. Eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs. But here we have an angel coming down from the sky. This is from a magazine. And Harriet Tubman, Underground Railroad. This was taken from also a magazine. This is, I'm not going to call it graffiti. It's on the side of a building. Could be here in Philadelphia. Probably. I don't know. I don't remember, but I think probably. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we're doing here. This here is just that. Here we just have scraps. Here we have this. Where are we going to put Miss Tubman? She needs a special place all her own. It is glossy. It is glossy, so I'm sorry if you're... we can turn her into a journaling card. Nah. Nah. I quickly... Oh, gosh, no, not on the yellow. Not the yellow. The army. We're in. You know what? This would have been... If I was thinking about it. Hello. And I can certainly change this page, but we're talking about school segregation. Ms. Tubman would be perfect for school. They're on school segregation. Oh, here, and this is a double pocket. Look at that. Liberal snowflake, I am not. These are also the right colors for Ms. Tubman. Same paper as back there. Actually, this, because we have a little bit of a tree here, right? This was made with scraps. We can, no, I'm not talking about the eyeball. I'm talking about my grandson's artwork. To preserve his artwork. To preserve his artwork. Let's see, we're just going to do that because it is already curling. I really don't know how old this is. Many years old. I'm going to say it is many years old. Many years old. Once something goes on the refrigerator, it's there for life. You know what I mean? Okay, so here we have my grandson's artwork. Put you away. My grandson's artwork. And these are kind of big. It could have been when he was in first grade. I really don't know. Okay, what are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing here. I can fussy cut it out. Why don't we do that? Let's just do... Ugh, come on, go away. Now, actually, hold on, let me look at this. I don't think he drew this bird. No, the bird is drawn in pen. Well, he could have drawn the bird. I'll have to ask him next time he comes to visit if he remembers it. I'm thinking maybe he might have even been in preschool for all I know, or pre-K. His teacher drew the birds or whatever for everybody, and then the kids colored them in. I don't know. Simply because there seems to be a difference in skill between the bird itself and the coloring of the bird. So what I'm saying, that's all I'm saying, is there seems to be a difference in skill there. So, yeah. Yeah, 2015-16. It was a long time ago. Wait a minute. That makes no sense. I said 2019, 2009, 20. Good gracious, Karynjean, when was your grandson born? 2009? 10, 20, 2009. 09. He was born in 09, not 19, honestly. Did I say 19? I know I said 19. He was born in 09. It's horrible. I remember once after, I guess I was in my early 20s, you know, around 22 or 23 or something. I don't even remember. After I hit 21, I didn't remember how old I was anymore. I would have to ask my Mom, how old am I? Am I 21? Am I 22? How old am I? She would have to tell me. She's like, Jesus, Karynjean, what the hell? You know, it was never important to me. So he needs something here. Let me take a look and see. We need something else there. Maybe back here. Maybe something like that. Let me see. Let's reach over into the scrap bucket. Here we go. We might be able to put it back on white. More book page. Here's book page where I was doing trees. Let's take a look. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, let's go back here to here. Again, it's okay. We can chop it off. All right, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to bother with... I have templed glass right here. I also have salvaged patina, which I've been wanting to play with, but we're going to use tumbled glass. We have blue sky over here, so we're going to stick with the blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. Where is tumbled glass? Here it is. Just getting rid of the white. I do keep this is the blue I go to all the time, tumbled glass, and I use it. Tumbled glass, I think, is probably the one I use the most. So I keep it here on my desk. I also keep vintage photo. Sometimes I'll swap that out because, you know, I need a brown and a blue. But I also have salvaged patina because I've been wanting to, it's new and I haven't used it and I really like the color. And then old paper, which is a brand new color to me. So those are the ones that are right here because those are the ones that are right there. Now, there we go. We're in the sky again. We are in the sky again. And I am going to get out the tear ruler. Yeah, tear it on the bottom. And I'm being lazy. I'm not taking it off of the ring, so it's getting there. Just trying to, there. It's a little crooked. It's okay. We don't mind crooked. We do mind that. Basically, as it turns out, we're pretty much doing what we did on the other page, just a little bit different. We are centering my grandson's artwork. Bingo. And so we are going to, once again, whoops, use glue stick. Oops. Yeah, here we go. My fingers are right in the middle of it. Now this is a stencil. Actually, I think this is the reverse of the stencil. It's a 12 by 12 stencil. Glue all over my fingers. That, gosh, this is a couple years old. So the stencil, the trees isn't the stencil. It's all the room around it. So if I'm actually using the stencil to do this, you would, where there is no ink here is where there would be ink. So I just put a lot of ink on the stencil, spritzed it down, and then put paper on top of it because I wanted the trees. I didn't want this outline silhouette of the trees. Does that make sense? And yes, I am not inking the edges on this on purpose. It's not that I forgot. I'm on purpose not inking the edges on this. Oh, we could throw some of this down too, just to give it. Where did the bird go? Here it is. Oh, for heaven's sakes. If it had teeth, it would have bit you. We should probably put that down first. Let me put it down. It wants to tear. Wants to tear about here. Where does it want to tear? There. It wants to tear there. 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 Do we want that? Or do we want this? Kind of hard to see. That one or this one? This one has all this empty space, but it has a lot of different texture there. We can do that. We can do this to anchor the bird. Okay. And, oops. Glue stick again. Now remember that this is gently glue stick. Yeah, right, exactly. Player piano paper, which of course, you know, has lots of holes in it because player piano paper. And it's also waxy, smooth, glossy to, I guess, go through the machines, the player pianos. Yes, makes sense. And so let's see what we have here. That's what we have. And I tell you, well, maybe I'm just not a very gentle, maybe I'm not all that gentle with it. And this paper is old. I don't know how old it is, but it is old. It is old. I mean, when was the last time they made player pianos, for goodness sakes? There. And now we're going to glue up the back of this as well. We're going to black soot it first. Actually, this one, I think I'm going to pull out the VersaFine. There. And then, yeah, I need to... Oh, I just had an idea. Birds like worms. We don't have worms, but we have something that can look like a worm. Dark chocolate? Maybe not. Oh gosh, golly, that would have been such fun. I thought I had something there. I'm thinking like just a thin piece, which I probably threw away when I was cleaning up from the burlap ribbon. from the burlap ribbon. Okay. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's where it's going now. Whether that's where I intended it to go or not, that's where it is going. And so, I think we probably have come to the end of our time. Yep, 45 minutes. 45 minutes. So this is what we've done here. We've done some fun stuff. 45 minutes, we've done 2 pages. We did that, right? School segregation band. And then we did this, my grandson's artwork. His bird, the bird with the trees and the, yeah. And next time he's here, I actually might get him to sign his name down here. So that'll be fun. Well, I hope you enjoy this. What I will try to do, if I remember, is to link, when we originally made this journal, is to link that video down below so that you can, you know, if you're interested, go back to see what we did here. It was just something basically fun. Oh, and I never did put in, yeah, see, I have other stuff here. I have other stuff here that I want to put in this journal. So there we have it. Well, yeah, let your imagination fly, take you for a wild ride, do something fun like this. You know, you go through magazines or you see something, you cut it out and you save it, and then you just putting it all together. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time.